Hey everyone, Mark Tanner here, Tesla DIY. Kind of making these videos because there's not much out on the internet on how to do some of your own car work to Teslas. I have a 2013 Model S. I'm sitting on the car right now, and what I had a problem with just recently was the B pillars that are in the car on the driver's side and the passenger side. The ends of them get worn real bad because of people sliding in and out of the car. I bought this 2013 used about 6 months ago and started embarking on putting together some of the things that weren't so great when I bought the car. So I bought some pieces here. I'll take a picture and video here of what's going on, and I'm going to slowly kind of show how I took this thing apart and put it back together. So guys, here is the B pillar from the driver's side. As you can see, really bad shape here. The end here is worn really bad from somebody sliding in and out of the car. So the back of it here, you can see this one I've already taken out actually. But as you look at it here, you can see how it's actually clipped into the sidewall of the car. And I'll show a little bit more about how that comes in and goes out. You can see here I've broken off one of the actual mounting pieces here, and you can see the clips here that are still kind of intact, but this one is going to be thrown away. There's actually 6 different places where it's mounted. 2 on the bottom here, 2 in the middle, and then 2 on the top. And then there's 2 brass metal clips too at the top that actually clip into the upper B pillar of it. There's also a sticker here, which is really important. It's very hard to see on mine because of where it's placed, but the sticker here identifies the type of B pillar that you have. There's a bunch of different styles, even though they all look the same. Mine's a pure tan. There are some other ones out there too, so make sure when you're taking this off, if you're trying to get replacement parts, to get it from the right place. I bought mine from 057 Technologies, and I'll post a link on where to get those. Those guys are really great. So everybody, here is the replacement part over here on the right compared to the used one on the left. It's a pretty dramatic difference in the way that it looks, obviously. Take a look at the end here. So this one again is a used piece that I bought from 057 Technologies, in tremendously better shape than the one that I have. Obviously, it's a little teeny mark at the bottom there, but way better than the one that I have for sure. If you flip it over here, you can see the style number a little bit better up here from where mine was, and then here you can see the places where the clips are on here a little bit better, so you can see where those are a lot better on this one. So this is the replacement part here that's going to be going back in. This is the upper B pillar. This one goes on top, kind of something like that. That's obviously the used piece, or the old piece on the bottom. This is a newer piece here that you're looking at. And again, this one's pretty simple to take in and take out. I'll have a video on how to do that. There's the style number and everything on the back. It's just 2 clips there. You can see the clip in. The seat belt goes through that opening at the top there. To get another 057 Technologies piece there. So again, the end gets worn out really bad from people sliding in and out of the car. This is a used piece. It's in much better shape. You'll see the one that's in my car currently in just a minute. So here's the inside of the car. You can see how badly the upper B pillar is rubbed away from people getting in and out of the car. Again, this is a used 2013 Tesla. This is a consistent problem with those years vehicles because of how this design is and the way that the the driver's seat is, getting in and out of the vehicle. I've already taken off the lower B pillar, so you can kind of see what's behind there. I'll take a better video in a minute so you can see how I got this thing off. But that's what it looks like. You see the seat belt down there. All right, there's a white clip down here at the end. Comes up fairly easily, actually. There's one brass clip here that actually clips into the B panel. Or the B pillar, excuse me, that's right there. And then the biggest thing is, and I had a hard time with this, is that the B pillar is actually bolted down to the rocker panel. That's what you need the T20 star socket to get that particular bolt out. There's actually one on the front side next to the driver's seat. And then I'm going to move back here to the back. And again, you got to peel up the rocker panel here on the rear, and you see down in the bottom there's the other one down there. So both those have to come out before you actually can start taking the whole B pillar out. If you try to pull the B pillar free, at the top it'll come out where the brass clips are, but you definitely will not get the whole thing out unless you get those out. And you look at where it's actually be fastened in right here. So I've got the seat leaned all the way back. Obviously makes it a lot easier to work in here. And once you have the rocker panel plastic removed on the front and the back, then you just slowly start working from the top here. And I used like I said, I used a chisel and a 12-in-1 tool to just slowly pop these pieces free here. Right at the top is where those brass clips are, those metal clips. So once you get those metal clips free, it's still going to be awfully tight, like in here, in where the main part of some of those blue clips are, and you got to really kind of force it pretty hard to pop those things free. You can get your hand in here, which will help. And if you have like a long like straight screwdriver or something, it'll help to kind of push a little bit to break those blue clips free, but they're awfully difficult to break free. So once you've got the top part out, then the clips kind of pop loose fairly easily, right? And the whole thing just lifts right out just like that. And then your B pillar is free. All right, everyone, so this is the upper B pillar here, sitting in the driver's seat. Kind of lean back. The upper B pillar is fairly easy once you get the lower B pillar out to actually remove. There's just two metal clips about here in the back of this thing. So if you just take your hand and pull from kind of anywhere here on the sides, you hear it snap, and you can see that the pillar is loose already, just like that. Okay, everyone, so back here at the upper B pillar, show you how to take this piece off. Again, it's a T20. Oops, sorry. I can get it out there. T20, there it is. T20 star socket right here. There's three little bolts here, 1, 2, and then there's one behind here, 3, and then this thing will just pop right out so we can get the seatbelt off. Okay, so once we actually got the bolts out from the back, or little screws from the back, in order to get this this kind of like D clip off, you actually got to stick a little screwdriver in here to pry it loose. Doesn't take much. It's kind of tight from the back side. I'm trying to do it, but you can see that now it's popped loose. So now it's free. Take the seat belt free, and then get this piece off so that we can put it into the new replacement piece. All right, everybody, so I'm here in the passenger seat. I'm going to show you how to go ahead and disassemble the seat belt on the driver's side so that you can get the D-ring loose from the upper B pillar. So once you get down to the bottom of the seatbelt, there's a little plastic cover here. You just pop that off with a straight screwdriver. That'll pop off right here, and then you'll see the bolt that's exposed. Once you have the bolt exposed, use a 10 10 millimeter. That's my son Brady in the background there. 10 millimeter socket, which will loosen this bolt here. I've already got it loose. So I'll just take it out with my hand. Okay. Okay, so there it is. So now we've just got the casing left here. So you do have to stick a screwdriver in the top here and pry pretty hard on the casing. You can see I've already got the casing loose. So the casing just fell off, and then you can see the seat belt here. There's two little plastic clips right here. You just kind of push them in a little bit on each side, and the actual seat belt will pop loose from the bottom. And I'll show you how to get that loose in just a second. Okay, so there's the seat belt completely out from the bottom. You see the two clips are still intact, and how the rest of the seat belt's put together. So now that we've got this piece loose, the easiest way to actually feed this through is to just actually push the D-ring through the upper B pillar. As you're pushing it through, you'll actually be able to wiggle it through on the other side so that you can get it free. I'll take it from here. Take a little bit of doing. You'll wiggle it right through here, and the whole seatbelt will come out. I'll show you what it looks like when it's out. This is my 5-year-old videotaping me, so just hold the phone steady, okay? All right, okay. So you can see I've got the D-ring just about through here. Now I pull it through like this, and now the piece is free, right? So now I'm going to show you how to install the new upper B pillar now that I've got this one out. All right, so this is the new upper B pillar. Okay, this is the old one. You can see how worn it is. The one on the left is the old one. The new one is the one on the right. So now we're gonna put this thing back together. So we're gonna feed this through here, like so. You can see now we've got this piece back in. Very easily clips right back. Hold it, don't show it up here. Okay, so now we've got this piece back on. We would slide this up underneath of here. The first thing we got to do though is we got to put back in the bolts in the back here. Okay. Or the screws. So there's 3 screws.
You could cause them however you want.
Yeah, you just keep the video steady, okay? So put the screws in the back here. One more in the upper part here. Keeping it steady? Yeah. Okay. All right. So there's the screw. Okay. All right. So now we've got the 3 screws back into the bottom of the back of the D-ring there. So now this is ready to be reassembled. So it's pretty straightforward, right? We're just going to slide this piece up in the back here. Line up the clips right here. And now it's back in. Go ahead and stop it, bud.
No.
Yeah, just stop it. We're all done for this part.
And we still videotaping.
I know, stop it, because then we're going to do a new video.
Okay.
Okay, so now that we've got the upper B pillar back in place now, we're going to go ahead and reattach the seat belt. So again, the seat belt goes down here. These two little plastic clips go in, right? Once you've got the clips in, you take the casing, which is falling right here. Here's the casing right here.
Can I take a picture of that?
Yeah, you can take a picture of it. Okay, so now that we've got the upper B pillar back in place now, we're going to go ahead and reattach the seat belt. So again, the seat belt goes down here. These two little plastic clips go in, right? Once you've got the clips in, you take the casing, which is falling right here. Here's the casing right here.
Can I take a picture of that?
Yeah, you can take a picture of it. Okay. All right, everybody. Again, my son's behind the video camera there. It's Brady helping me out with videotaping. We're going to show how to put the lower B pillar back into the car. So this is what the lower B pillar looks like from the back. And then obviously from the front, this is the driver's side. This is the replacement piece. Real important to, if you're replacing it, to make sure you get the actual sticker off the back here.
And put the blue things in.
And you got to put the blue things into the little holes here. So you can see the holes here. There's one here and here, here, down here, and then down at the bottom here. I showed a video before of how to take it apart, where you see where the bottom parts actually clip in. So I'm going to go ahead and start to put this back in. So what you're going to do is just kind of slide it behind the seat belt like this, right? You're going to peel up the plastic rocker panel here, okay? Peel this up so this fits down in here, like this, okay? You do it on the back side too. Keep that video right here, okay? So on the back side here, I've also got to lift the little plastic rocker panel.
That looks crazy right now. You're looking up. It's crazy.
I've got that piece in there.
Doinky, doinky.
Okay. So now it's, as you can see, it's pretty much. Hey, you gotta get the video looking at this thing here. Don't worry about that.
I'm just trying to make it.
Okay. So now we pretty much got it in place here. I got to do a few things here to actually get this thing screwed down. We're going to change the video angle here so you can see what's next.
Now starting.
All right, hold it steady, okay? All right. So Brady's behind the camera again, getting ready to push in this this new lower B pillar. I've got the blue plastic snaps that are already in line here. So now just hit it back in place, and there you have it. So the upper pillar. And
What
the lower pillar
about
have been
that?
replaced.
What about the special thing?
We're going to do the special thing in the bottom in just a second. We'll put that back. So this piece here, Brady's right, this piece here is going to go down like that. It'll snap back into place in just a second, and then it's all back together.
Okay.
Okay, everybody, you can see in the background here, this is the upper and lower B pillar now fully replaced. Today took me about a total of an hour to videotape out everything here, show the piece by piece. I had obviously the help of my little son Brady right there. He helped me out with the videotaping. Thanks, Brady. But we were able to do this in about an hour with videotape, take them out, put them back in. It'd take me a lot shorter amount of time if I didn't have to do the videos and be stopping and starting. It's probably just a total of maybe a 35-minute job actually to take these two out once you know what you're doing. So hopefully these videos help. I'm going to be doing the passenger side here later, and I'll do videos of that. It's pretty much just the reverse of the driver's side. I'm just doing the lower B pillar on the passenger side, but I'll videotape that just because it's a little bit opposite. But pretty happy with the work that came out of it actually. Looks really good, and I'll do more videos in the future so that if you guys get stuck with any of this stuff, you can do it on your own. Total cost of this, by the way, $75 each panel, each pillar. So lower B pillar was 75, upper was 75. Shipping was about $60 or so from my friends at 057 Technology down in North Carolina, and I'll post a link below. Use those guys, are great. Russ was amazing. He actually helped me a little bit with understanding how these pieces would come out too. So talk to you all soon.